Welcome everybody to our MedTech Forum 2021. Really happy that you could join us. I'm also incredibly excited again this year that we were able to host the MedTech Innovator finalists. This is a journey that we've been on the last few years, and it's a great opportunity for regional startups to not only get visibility, connections, but also financial support. So please help us vote for your favorite company. You can do that today, early part of the day. And then during the course of the day, we will be announcing the winner. I think we all recognize how important innovation is, particularly in healthcare. So I'm really excited about some of the companies that have come through the system this year. And I think it's going to be great to see who wins. So once again, great that you're able to join us. Please do take a few minutes to vote. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Paul Grand, CEO of MedTech Innovator. I'm happy to be back here at the APAC MedTech Forum for our third year. If you look next to me, you'll see a picture of the graduating classes from MedTech Innovator Asia Pacific over the last 2 years. These are 40 companies that are transforming the healthcare industry in Asia Pacific today. We've been working for 9 years globally at MedTech Innovator with 422 companies now in our portfolio. They've gone on to raise over $3 billion in funding. That's $1 billion more since last year. And our mission is to make sure these innovators succeed. We have to remember there are people behind the innovations. They work tirelessly day and night to be sure patients live longer, healthier lives. And that's what we're here to celebrate today. We could not do this alone. We are fortunate to work with some of the leading multinationals in healthcare in Asia Pacific, including Johnson & Johnson, Olympus, and Nipro Medical Corporation, Align Technology, Siemens Healthineers, Oliver Healthcare Packaging, Enterprise Singapore, and Cambridge Consultants. These companies support us not only financially, but with their people. And they are the ones who are helping to mentor these companies and make sure they're successful in their mission to reach patients with the maximum value possible. If you don't see your logo on the slide next to me, please reach out to join us for MedTech Innovator 2022. We started with over 500 companies that applied this year. We advanced 50 of them to pitch, and then we down selected to 20 who are part of our accelerator. 4 of them are going to compete today for your vote. I'm incredibly proud of the 20 companies in our 2021 Asia Pacific cohort. They hail from countries across the globe, mainly in Asia Pacific, including Australia, Japan, India, Singapore, Malaysia, China, South Korea, the United Kingdom, Switzerland, Canada, and the United States. Let's all congratulate the MedTech Innovator 2021 Asia Pacific cohort. Let's meet today's judges. Florian Belolovic at Siemens Healthineers.
Yeah, hello, Paul. Thank you. I'm Florian Belolovic. I'm heading the strategy department within Siemens Healthineers here in Asia Pacific. I'm really excited to be part of the final session this year. I'm looking forward to the presentations of the 4 companies, and I'm looking forward to get some more insights and ask some tricky questions for them. Looking forward to that.
Great, thank you very much, Florian. Next, Peter Hawks from Johnson & Johnson.
Thanks, Paul. Yes, I'm Peter. I'm representing J&J Innovation today. This is our 3rd year supporting a MedTech Innovator in Asia Pacific, and it's great to see it go from strength to strength, really looking at innovation companies in Asia for Asia Pacific. And it's great to be here, and yeah, looking also to ask some tough questions as well.
Thank you, Peter. All right, next, Julie Tay from Align Technology.
Hi, everyone. I'm Julie from Align. I'm the SVP for Commercial Strategy. We are the manufacturer of Invisalign and iTero scanners. I also sit on the board of directors and is the board sponsor for SMEs. So it's a real honor to be here, part of the MedTech Innovators. Thank you.
Thank you. Great having you here. All right, next, Yuji Takamiya from Olympus.
Thank you, Paul. I'm Yuji Takamiya of Olympus. I belong to the tech starting team of the Olympus, and I'm very happy to be here to meeting all of you, and I'm excited to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Ryota Umegaki from Nipro.
Thank you, Paul. Hi, everyone. I'm Ryota Umegaki. I'm Manager of Business Development at Nipro Corporation. I'm pleased to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryota. As you know, this is a competition, and you're going to get to choose today's winner. Our grand prize, US $175,000, as well as $10,000 for each of our runner-ups. Let's meet our 4 finalists. I'm going to go ahead and introduce each company. They'll give you a short pitch, followed by 3 to 4 minutes of Q&A with our judges. If they go over in their time, we'll give them a little less time in Q&A. All right, Sarah Chung from Opharmic Technology.
Thank you, Paul. Hi, I'm Sarah Chung from Opharmic Technology. I'm dialing in today from the home of innovation in Hong Kong, here in Hong Kong Science and Technology Park. So there are more than 500 million of patients worldwide with eye diseases such as macular degeneration and diabetic retinopathy that can lead to serious visual impairments. On the bright side, there are transformative medications that can make a major impact. But unfortunately, these amazing products are not reaching all patients because of a major reason. For more than 8 decades, doctors have been sticking needles into the patient's eye to treat a wide range of eye diseases. And understandably, report shows that up to 30% of patients would refuse eye injections. In the US alone, approximately 6 million injections are performed every single year. And doing some quick math, that's almost 2.6 million of treatment being skipped every year in the US alone. At Opharmic, we are dedicated to developing the first and best-in-class non-invasive ocular drug delivery system. Using low-energy ultrasound, we are able to deliver drugs precisely into different parts of the eye non-invasively without a needle. Since our incorporation, we have not only been able to transform university research into a commercially viable product, but also successfully developed a platform technology that unlocks vast opportunities. Currently, we have 3 turnkey solutions: transscleral, transcorneal, and transconjunctiva. All 3 applications are compatible with almost all eye drug products in the market without the need of reformulation or repackaging. So previously, we focused on perfecting our technology and product. And in late 2020, we've officially launched our service by making ourselves available for partnering. And today, for the first time in public, I'm really excited to announce that we have engaged with 3 pharma partners from Asia, Europe, and also US. So in the past few years, we've built a holistic team that attracts talents from all over the world, with experience ranging from prestigious academia and MNCs like Medtronic and Bayer. And to complement the team, we've also assembled a world-class board of advisors with decades of experience ranging from clinical development, regulatory strategy, manufacturing, and business development. So as a partner-driven program itself, winning this year's competition would help us exactly how it should, by connecting us and giving us the opportunity to gain awareness and recognitions to people like the audience and judges yourselves. So I would like to thank you in advance, not only for bringing our innovation to patients in need, but also for keeping needles away from all the eyes around the world. Thank you.
Hi, Sarah. Thank you for the presentation. Could you share more on the market landscape, please?
So currently the eye drug market is worth approximately $1.6 billion US, and it's expecting to rapidly grow to up to $6 million US by 2030. And with different applications covering basically all segments of the eye, we're really excited to be in this market right now.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Sarah. Fantastic presentation, and really exciting to see such great innovation coming out of Hong Kong. Question from me is, can you elaborate a little bit more on your deal structuring strategy moving forward?
Yeah, sure. Excellent question. Thank you. So we structure our deals and our licensing and service arrangements with pharma partners based on several factors. For example, the target indications, field of use, territories, and the first right for Opharmic to, let's say, in-license the product to Greater China and also the Southeast Asia market. We are typically responsible for the device development and also be the exclusive partner for product and manufacturing and supply.
Thanks, Sarah. Exciting
Thank
times.
You.
Thank you, Sarah, for your great presentation. Can you share when you expect to start generating revenue?
Thank you. I'm really glad you asked that. So currently we have completed technology validation with our pharma partners, and actually there are 3 license and service agreements under review in documentation stage as we speak. And so we are, well, fingers crossed, but we're expecting our first payment in the first quarter next year, with subsequent milestones and regulatory development payments throughout the next couple of years in 2022 to, let's say, 2024. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that presentation. It's really fascinating technology. And I'm curious to know about, can your technology be used in applications outside of the eye?
Thank you for your question. Yes, as a matter of fact, we have developed our technology also for cell therapy related applications and also drug delivery applications to soft tissue and solid tumors. But that the announcement is yet to come. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job. Okay, next we have Sabir Hossain from Miraqules.
Hey, Paul. Thank you for the introduction. Hello, everyone. Thank you for hearing us. My name is Sabir, and today I'm going to introduce you to StopBleed, a powder that can stop bleeding in just 40 seconds. I started developing this product because of this man sitting just beside me. He is my father. This photo has a huge significance to me because on that very same day, he had an accident. And I still remember my desperation and failure to stop his bleeding with my cloths, gauges, and whatever was available at that point. But thanks to God, my father was saved. But unfortunately, that is not the case with everyone. 5.8 million people bleed to death annually. And that's like losing the entire nation of Singapore itself. And that's why we have introduced StopBleed, a compound that can make a difference between life and death. This patented compound can entrap the blood cells into its fibrous mesh, creating a mechanically strong patch at the injured site to prevent further bleeding. Here, we have compared our product with the gold standard solution present in this market, that is cCeLL. And it is used by some of the major armed forces. And here is the result. StopBleed clotted the blood at least 5 times earlier than the gold standard solution. Now we have taken out this clot and placed it under free flow water. And from this video, you can simply infer that this clot can withstand a huge arterial blood pressure. So in a nutshell, what we have is a product that is 5 times faster than the existing solutions, works with people having blood clotting disorders, and can heal the wounds as well. And that makes it a one-stop shop solution for any kind of bleeding injuries. And whoever is watching this can use it without any expertise. StopBleed also has a very fast time to market. We have completed all our studies in terms of design validations and verifications in terms of safety and efficacy in all classes of animals. And currently, we are manufacturing with Syngene and waiting for our US FDA approval, following which we will start our post-approval field trials with some of the major army and civilian hospitals based in Israel and in India. We also got published our data in the peer-reviewed journals, and we got acclaimed as the best hemostatic agent by our Indian Defense Research Organization. But that's not all. We also got covered all the application areas of a hemostatic agent, starting from the surface wounds up to the surgical fields, with different products which will be launched in the market at predefined time points. And this is the team that we have with more than 40 years of research and business experience. And these are our precious partners without whom we wouldn't be where we are today. And we are extremely lucky to have MedTech Innovator in this list. I'm also very proud to say that we are extremely capital efficient, and winning this competition will simply help us to cover the last mile to get to the market. Lastly, I just want to conclude by saying, please don't forget, 5.8 million people bleed to death annually. I was lucky enough to save my father, but not everyone. Please support StopBleed to save lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Sabir. Really, really interesting innovation. Well, 5.8 million is a lot of people. How can you defend your technology?
So we are defending our technologies in 3 steps. 1, we have 2 granted patents on our compounds. Number 2, this compound cannot be reverse engineered. And number 3, we are manufacturing it with one of the most renowned and trusted third-party manufacturers of Asia.
Thank you.
Hey, Sabir, impressive presentation. Great examples of your technology working. I'm really interested to understand who are your main competitors, who you're competing against, and more so from a global perspective, not only within India as well. And a follow-up question to that is, you talk about being 5 times better than your competitors. Can you give us a little bit more insight into why 5 times?
Thank you. Thank you, Peter, for the question. If you divide this market, there will be 2 parts. One is pre-hospital, another is in the operation theater, surgical. We are in this pre-hospital domain where we have companies who are making products out of single biomaterials like cCeLL, Hemcom, Exostat, and these are based out of in US, UK, India, and they are primarily chitosan-based products. And they are our major direct competitors. We are not in the surgical fields, and that's why the big giants like who are in the surgical fields are not our direct competitors. And for the 5 times faster, so we are not a Me Too product, while the other products are made out of single biomaterials having inherent property of blood clotting. Like for example, chitosan itself has a property of blood clotting, but StopBleed is an artificial fibrin made out of grass materials. And that's where not only the material of construction, but also the structure of the compound, the nanofibrous structure plays a major role in clotting. And that's why we are 5 times faster.
Thanks, Sabir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sabir, for the great presentation. You made me already a fan. I'm quite excited. So what about the investors? Can you tell us a little bit about your fundraising plan?
So we are actually opening our seed round in next year, February, of $1.5 million. And this fund will be mainly used for 3 purposes. One is capability building, and second is bringing the StopBleed powder for deep wounds. And the third one is initiating our clinical studies for the StopBleed gel for surgical purposes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job. All right, next we have Kyunmin Hwang from VPIX Medical.
Thank you, Paul. My name is Kyunmin Hwang, and I'm CEO of VPIX Medical. 1 in 5 cancer patients will have a second surgery because the cancer recurs. The main reason is the seed-like cancer cells remain in the body. So the need to repeat the surgery is even more painful for both the patient and their family. That's why the most important thing in cancer surgery is to remove all cancer tissue. And to this end, extensive range of tissues has to be removed, and pathological diagnosis on the margin is required. Currently, this diagnosis is based on frozen biopsy, which requires tissue freezing, slicing, and staining, so it takes only 30 minutes and sometimes up to an hour. This time is critical. For example, during a breast cancer surgery, more than half of surgery time is waiting for the result. Also, this extends the duration of anesthesia, which slows patient recovery and increases complications. So surgeons request minimum number of frozen, which means insufficient confirmations. This exposes them to increased sampling errors and recurrence risk. Unfortunately, there has not been an alternative to frozen biopsy in the past 100 years. We introduced cCeLL, our handheld microscope that can acquire high-resolution digital images of 400 magnification in real time. It can obtain digital images without making tissue slide, and images can be acquired by simply contacting the tissue with a probe after applying a dye. With cCeLL, surgeons can explore digital pathology with unlimited images of tissues in situ. Also, the images can be transferred to the pathologist for immediate feedback regardless of where they are. We have two product pipelines. In the in vitro diagnosis device, cCeLL ex vivo, the tissue excised during surgery, stained in less than 3 minutes by applying a fluorescence dye, and the images is acquired by contacting the probe. In case of cCeLL in vivo, during surgery, a safe dye is injected into the patient and surgeons touch the tissue to acquire an image. Both products are used in the OR, not in the lab. To make this possible, we have minimized bulky confocal microscope to a small probe which has a diameter of under 3 millimeters. The application can be adapted as a pen-type surgical tool or into laparoscope. Compared to competitor's device, cCeLL has proper size and can achieve better images with a faster frame rate. To verify cCeLL's effectiveness, we are collaborating with key opinion leaders and major hospitals in Korea. We are able to detect lung cancer with an accuracy of 92.2%, which is similar with frozen biopsy. By the end of next year, cCeLL will be available in Korea. In the near future, cCeLL will expand its use case to minimally invasive surgery and core biopsy sample screening. Combined with AI technology, it will evolve into a more powerful digital biopsy platform. We believe the VPIX will have a huge impact on decreasing number of patients who need a second surgery by giving surgeons a tool for real-time imaging in the OR, so we will improve lives of everybody, just like you and me. Thank you.
Thank you, Kumin. Excellent presentation. You are developing a new device that allows for rapid biopsy. What are the scalable applications other than checking real-time clean margins during cancer surgery?
Thank you for your question. We have developed a handheld type cCeLL, which is mainly suitable for open surgery. However, the cCeLL is small enough for a fit inside the access channel of the rigid endoscope. Therefore, there are plans to expand it to be used in minimally invasive surgery, such as laparoscopic or thoracoscopic surgery, and further robotic surgery in the near future. And in addition, if AI technology is applied, I think that it will be possible to provide a platform that can utilize tissue diagnosis in hospitals or sites that do not have a pathology department at all.
Thank you, Kyumi. Nice presentation. Your image will be new to the pathologist. What do you think the learning curve will be?
Yeah, recently we obtained very interesting research, which are not yet published, from a gastric cancer application study conducted with a major domestic hospital in Korea. Pathologists who have never seen cCeLL images were asked to diagnose cancer for 100 cCeLL images, and they showed an accuracy about 70%. And compared to H&E, after 1 day of training on cCeLL images, the test was conducted again, and the accuracy was increased by 20%. So we are very positive about this preliminary result. And also, if AI technology is applied, I think the learning curve will be shortened dramatically.
Thank you for your presentation. I have a question about the dyes. You mentioned that you had to use the fluorescence dye to use your product. What dyes do you use, and are they safe for patient? Additionally, how does the doctor inject the dye into the patient?
We use FNA and ICG that have been shown to be safe for injection into patient. And both dyes are frequently used to visualize blood vessels during cancer surgery now. But they can be injected into the patient by IV injection or can be dyed by applying topically. In the case of lung or gastric cancer, FNA showed better histological characteristic, and in case of brain tumor, users prefer the ICG stained images. So we have developed a staining protocol that can be used in various cancer surgeries without limiting the use of product for a specific disease, and we are working on validation now.
Great job. All right, Amrish Nayer from Biorhythm.
And I want to start off with something as to why this means so much to me. Recently, when my wife was pregnant, and just me being the engineer that I am, I decided I needed to collect more data on this pregnancy. And so I put a device on my wife every single day. And I know I'm going to be paying for this for years, but one day she came to me and she said, I'm having these unusual pains. And I could see from the data that she was having activity, uterine activity. We brought her to the hospital, and true enough, she was having preterm contractions. And that's the happy little result at the bottom right corner. But I know it doesn't turn out so happy for many people. A shortage of doctors, a rising prevalence of chronic disease, and an increasing preventable poor outcomes rate. More than 10,000 doctors in a couple of decades that will be short. More than 1 million pregnancies in the US and millions more in the US alone. And that's why we need remote patient care. Better access, better insights, and better value. And that's why it's here to stay. And that's why it's one of the fastest growing opportunities in healthcare. And that introducing Fema, the digital solution that engages patients, improves value and outcomes. And it's really simple. We have patients who are identified in the hospital, delivered a kit and a monitoring schedule. They go home, they monitor themselves up to 60 minutes, simple maternal vitals, as well as complex fetal monitoring. And the data is sent over to the clinician, who can triage the patient in red, yellow, or green, depending on the clinical algorithms they use, and can be customized. It's really that simple. And the fact is, we are validated. And these are the results from our studies that show that we're meeting the FDA's requirements for being able to monitor patients at home. And the value for everyone can really be encapsulated in a single sentence and a single question. When do we call the patient back? For patients, this means true convenience without being unnecessarily called back to the hospital. For clinicians, this means looking at a large data set, which is simplified to insights, and they can reduce mistakes by applying clinical algorithms that are customizable on the platform and reliably escalating cases. For payers, this means unnecessary visits means higher costs. Reducing those visits means lower costs, better outcomes, and better values. And this is one of the biggest competitive advantages that we have. Answering this question, delivered by our technology of fetal distress metrics, really delivers value to all the stakeholders. Delivering this using our key leadership, where we have leaders from startups who became unicorns, from MNCs, and scientific advisors and principal investigators who are really forcing us to ask the right questions and address the key clinical needs and hospital needs that drive that value. We are a platform that can accept new software, analytics for fetal distress, for neonatal distress, and moving on from devices that are currently in pregnancy to general pregnancy, such as fetal movements, such as neonatal sensors. And that's the way we want to go. From the first 9 months to the next 90 years, we want to follow and track our patients and deliver value at each phase of life, starting with pregnancy. And for us, for those 1 million pregnancies in the US, for the millions more in Asia, it's really about happy mother, happy baby. And that's what we're all about. Please vote for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Amish. How are you doing to improve the product for the next generation?
That's a really interesting question. And we are looking at how we can move from monitoring for 20 minutes to an hour to ubiquitous monitoring, how this can monitor patients at all times. And that includes improving the usability of the product that can be worn as a single membrane or second skin. to the analytics that allow doctors to precisely estimate when they need to deliver this baby and when they need to bring the baby back. We're already doing this better than our competitors, but I feel we could go even earlier and even better. And secondly, for the platform, we're looking to expand our indications to postpartum as well as neonatal, which would allow us to continue with our patients. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Amrish. A great presentation. Since there have been supply chain issues globally, how has this affected Biorhythm?
Yes, in the past 2 years, electronics as well as other materials has hit supply chain problems. But the way we've done it is we have predicted that demand, we have sufficient for our pilots, and our lead time will meet our go-to-market time as well. So we have sufficient electronics, plastic parts, and manufacturing capabilities to last us from our pilot phase in this next year to the full scale-up phase in the year after that.
I see. Thank you.
Great job.
So I'm going to quickly transition over to a moment probably many of you have been waiting for, which is the grand finale here of the MedTech Innovator program. Thanks a lot for voting throughout the day. You saw the video of Paul a bit earlier. He's the founder and CEO of the MedTech Innovator program. Paul, sorry to keep you up a bit late there, but let me go ahead and kick it over to you so you guys can get on with your show.
I'm Paul Grand, the CEO of MedTech Innovator. Great to see all of you. We've had a really amazing year here at MedTech Innovator Asia Pacific. We've been basically working for, I'm not exaggerating, the past year to find companies all over the Asia Pacific region and some of the Western countries as well. And we've basically been going through a process to find the most compelling companies that we're looking to enter the Asia Pacific market. That's what the Asia Pacific program is all about. We partner up the companies that we find in this process with our corporate partners for mentoring and for the opportunity to have access to really the world's best ecosystem. That's what this is all about. And this program, as I said, has been running all the way since the end of our last year's program. This is our third year having the MedTech Innovator Asia Pacific program here in Singapore at APAC Med's annual meeting. So I'm going to quickly just kind of give you a little bit of a run through. What we're going to be doing right now is announcing the awards. We had our presentations earlier today where we started off with 4 companies that were selected from the 20 companies that were part of our accelerator program this year. Those 20 companies hailed from all across Asia Pacific. We also have a couple companies, one from the US, one from Canada, and one from Europe. And those companies have all been participating in this program, really, as I said, for the last 4 months. And at the end of that process, we selected 4 companies that were part of our finals. They pitched earlier today. We've had voting running all day long, and now we're going to be announcing the winners. But we're also going to be announcing a number of additional awards. So part of MedTech Innovator Asia Pacific, as I said, we're trying to find the world's best companies and partner them with the top resources throughout Asia Pacific. And we want to make sure these companies are successful in getting their products to patients, and we want to make sure they're successful at delivering value. So as part of that process, a number of our partners select companies for specific awards. And that's what we're going to be doing here in this first part of the program. And then we'll move along to the results of the voting from today. So first off, I'm going to start off with an award from Oliver Healthcare Packaging. Now, so you understand, as I said, we have a number of partners. Each of those partners is given an opportunity to select a company. Oliver, you're going to hear a little bit about Oliver in a moment from Alden, but Oliver's been our partner now for several years. We've learned, as I think many companies do, that you really want to get into your sterile barrier, to your sterile packaging, your packaging design in general, as early as possible. And that's something that we've learned quite a bit the hard way from a number of companies who over the years have unfortunately taken that process later on in their pipeline and had to redo things. So it's been a great pleasure to be working with Oliver for the last several years. Alden, you want to tell us a little bit about the prize, and then we can announce who the winner is.
Awesome. Thanks, Paul, and good afternoon, everyone. Again, my name is Alden Welch. I'm the general manager for Oliver Healthcare Singapore. First of all, congratulations to all the finalists for making it to the grand finals. What a great achievement. And I think that's really something you should all be very proud of. Over the last 2 years, I mean, the rigor and the preparation and everything that's required to get to this stage is nothing, to be taken lightly. So again, congratulations to all of you on that. Regarding the awards, so just take a moment. What we want to do is we want to award the Sterile Barrier System Design and Development Award. What that really entails is regulatory guidance for validation of a sterile barrier system. So you will be working with our technical and regulatory experts on helping get you either through MDR or FDA, depending on the market that you choose to launch your device in, or both. We'll work with you on the designs, make sure that you get through all of the potential FDA 11607 and other standards, as well as the actual prototype development and production validated samples that are required to get your device into the market. So do we do a drum roll, Paul? What's the
we can well, we could do a drum roll on our desk, but why don't we go back to the gallery so we can see who the winner is, or all of us can see who the winner is, and then whenever you're ready, Alden, you can announce the winner.
Well, we're excited to announce NIAM Innovation as the winner of this year's award. Congratulations on that, and we look forward to working with you in the near future. Nice job.
Terrific. Tana, do you want to accept and say a few words?
Yes, thank you very much, Alden. This is, this is really unexpected. I wasn't expecting to win this award, but this is also very important for us because, as you know, packaging is one of the most important aspects of regulatory failures. So having the guidance of someone as specialized as Oliver Healthcare would be really, really great and helpful for us. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Congratulations again
for giving us this opportunity.
Congratulations. That is a terrific opportunity and a big cost savings for you as a company too. So congratulations for that. Thank you, Alden. All right, so that's how this process is going to work. We're going to do a series of these awards, and as I said, these are a real opportunity for these companies to have they've been mentored by some of these companies already, but now they're actually going to move on to work with them as partners. So let's move on then to our second award, and this is going to be from Enterprise Singapore. So Enterprise Singapore has also been a partner of MedTech Innovator since the beginning here, since we've been working in Singapore. We're really lucky to be have the opportunity to work together. And Daejeon's going to talk about the prize, which is going to be awarded to a startup. Well, I'll let Daejeon explain. So Daejeon, you want to tell us about the prize?
Thanks, Paul. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Daejeon, and I'm the Deputy Director for Healthcare Biomedical at Enterprise Singapore. I'll be announcing the winners of today's Enterprise Singapore Startup SG Prize. And this award comprised of a 30,000 grand prize from Enterprise Singapore. And most importantly, the winner will be also fast-tracked to the top 100 rounds of the Slingshot competition, where they will have another opportunity to compete for more prizes. Briefly, Slingshot is a global startup pitching competition that is held annually at the Singapore Week of Innovation and Technology, also known as Switch. And Switch is the largest deep tech innovation festival in Asia. Yeah, so I think without further ado, we can proceed to the announcement of the winner for Enterprise Singapore Startup Prize.
Sounds great. And also no pressure, but I do know that we've had our past winners who've advanced to Switch win Switch too. So this is a really exciting opportunity in addition to the cash prize. So if you want to go ahead and Daejeon, tell us who the winner is.
Thanks, Paul. Yeah, the winner for this year's Startup SG Prize is Biorhythm. Congratulations to the team, and may your innovation make a difference to the patients around the world.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Daejeon. And Enterprise Singapore have been great supporters. And, we really look forward to working with you and, bringing Singapore innovation to the world. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Amrish. It's great. Congratulations. As I said, this is a very valuable prize. So congratulations. And again, thank you, Daejeon, for being such a great partner. All right, so let's move on to our next award. Next, we're going to have Cambridge Consultancy has been a partner of MedTech Innovators now. That this year is, I think, the second year that we're working together. Yanlin Lai has been a great member of our ecosystem and been involved in our pitch events and throughout our program. So it's been a real pleasure to then have Cambridge Consultants now as a formal partner. And they're also offering a prize. So Yanlin, you want to tell us about your prize?
Absolutely. We're very pleased to be part of this program this year, and we're very excited to offer the Cambridge Consultants Product Development Prize. We are a global technology leader developing new medical technologies globally for the past 60 years. We hope to offer this know-how, this capability to the winning partner to help them accelerate their journey. So depending on the stage that they're at, what they need, we can provide everything from early stage consulting all the way to transfer to manufacture, detailed design, and everything in between. So we're very pleased to be able to offer the prize. Should I just say the name now?
Hey, you can say the name, please.
Okay. Yes, we're very, very happy to offer the prize to Opharmic Technologies. We've been continuously really excited at the progress they've made and the technology that they hope to bring to the world.
Congratulations, the Opharmic team. Langston, Sarah, you guys want to say a few words?
Yeah, thank you so much for Cambridge Consultant for the award. We're really excited to work with you guys. And I guess where we are with our product development, this really comes at a best time ever. Yeah, thank you so much. We look forward to working with you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you both. And Cambridge Consultants, again, is a fantastic company with amazing resources. I know that the companies that you've mentored, I think you mentored 11 companies or something or more in our program this year. So thank you very much for doing that. I know we just heard fantastic feedback and we really appreciate that, Yanlin. So thank you. And to all your team, I know you've had a big team there working. So thank you very much.
Yes, it's been a pleasure.
All right. So let's move on then to a little bit of a break here in terms of awards. I just wanted to take a moment and acknowledge that we've had the judges who are part of, we have so many people who are part of our ecosystem and part of this program that are part of the review process, judging during our pitch events, mentoring during our program. But very quickly, I just want to mention, give the judges who are part of our earlier award ceremony an opportunity just to say a few words. So why don't I start off first with Peter Hawks from Johnson & Johnson. Peter.
Hey, Paul. A big congratulations to all those involved in MedTech Innovator this year. It's been another terrific year. And you know, certainly as we've heard over the past day and a half, there are plenty of challenges, but also opportunities within Asia Pacific that we need to solve. And certainly we can't do it alone. And we need great innovative startups to partner alongside us. And J&J are here to partner with where they are on their life cycle journey, whether it's a startup phase through Johnson & Johnson Innovation Center or J-Labs incubation, more equity, our Johnson & Johnson Development Corporation, or more traditional business development. Certainly we are here to support and partner and alongside to certainly bring better patient outcomes across Asia Pacific. So thanks, Paul.
Hey, thank you very much, Peter. Again, Johnson & Johnson, an amazing partner who's really been responsible for bringing us to Asia Pacific in the first place and has led along the way in this program and just helped us develop a really terrific ecosystem. So thank you, Peter, for that and for the team at J&J. Next up, I want to bring up Yuchi Takamiya from Olympus. So Yuji, you want to say a few words?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Yuji from Olympus. And yeah, during the judging process, it is very hard time to choose the winners. And because of all of the companies has great potential and great business model and technologies. And during the not only the judging process, the mentoring process, we learned a lot of from you. So I'm very happy to be judges during this year. So and I would say the congratulations all of the winners. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you very much, Yuchi. So, I mean, again, Olympus has been a phenomenal partner for MedTech Innovator for years in the US and in Asia Pacific programs. Really appreciate your leadership and all the work of your team. And I know, as you said, judging is really hard. And luckily, we don't have to pick the winners. We have the audience out there voting. And it's not just us. It's not just any one of us who are choosing the winners. But it really is, this whole point is that it's about having an ecosystem of support. So we thank you for all of your partnership and support, Yuji. All right, so next let's bring up Ryota Umegaki from Nipro Medical Corporation. Ryota.
Hi, Paul. Hi, everyone. Congratulations on this award. So I also happy to be here. And I was excited to see every technology and every pitch. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. And again, partners for years. Fantastic to have you and your team working. I know Nipro, most of our partners are the same way, but I'll call out Nipro in particular. I know Nipro looked at every single application out of the 500 plus applications that applied this year, because we had multiple people from Nipro sending in reviews and reports for all those. And we really appreciate all your hard work and all the mentoring as well. So thank you, Ryota and team at Nipro. All right, our next judge from our earlier event is Julie Tay from Align Technology. So Julie is, again, another partner who we've had the pleasure of working with for a little while, and very lucky to have Align giving us input. So Julie, you want to tell us a little about yourself and your thoughts on the pitches that we saw earlier?
Right, thank you, Paul. So hi, everyone. It's good to be part of the MedTech Innovator Awards. We're very happy to be able to support the program, and some of my colleagues have also mentored some of the startups. This year, I want to just say congratulations and really thank you to all the participants and all the startups. It is great to see the work that you are doing, and whether you win the award or not, it is great to see the work that you're doing, because you are really helping to advance healthcare. And I think together, we're going to be able to make life so much better for everyone. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Julie. Again, great to have you as a partner. All the input you've given us has really been tremendous. And I know the companies have benefited so much from your mentorship and from working with you. So thank you very much to you and your team. And then our fifth and final judge from our finals, Florian Bilalovic from Siemens Healthineers. Again, a multiple year partner, someone we've had the pleasure of working with for several years. Great team, fantastic expertise. Florian, what did you think about? You're the last of our judges to make comments. So what did you think about those finals pitches today?
Yeah, Paul, thank you very much. First of all, thank you very much for making that whole journey together with us. I really enjoyed being a judge in that final session, but also being a mentor for the companies over the time of the competition. And I have to really say it was a tough competition to come. And we had a lot of high-grade competitors, startups who showed excellent innovations. And we at Siemens Healthineers are really excited to be part of that journey. And now it's tough for me, and I will be very short because I'm standing in between you all and the startups who are keen to learn about who's winning. And I'm also quite curious about to learn who's winning. So back to you, Paul.
Thank you very much, Florian. And again, thank you for your partnership, your support, and for all the work that you put into this program. We really appreciate it. It really shows. And again, we're all better for it. So thank you for that. All right, now we're going to move on to another series of awards, and then we're going to get to the winner. We've been very lucky to have a partnership with JLabs for I think it's going on maybe 8 years now, and luckily all the companies that are out there are always trying to find an ecosystem wherever they're based. They're always trying to find an ecosystem. They're trying to find peers that they can work with, and incubators really help with that. And most incubators aren't focused and don't have healthcare specialties, and the ones that do tend to be heavily just pharma. But JLabs is a really unique entity because it gives people the ability all over the world to find a home that's a mix of pharma, medtech, diagnostics, and others, and really have an incredible place to be supported. We've been lucky now to be partnered since we started in Asia Pacific with JLabs in Shanghai, with your incredible location there. So Sharon Chan is going to award one JLabs award. I was just thinking about the 2 awards that we gave out in our US program last week. So we give away a lot of JLabs awards, but we have our award in Asia Pacific. So Sharon, do you want to tell us a little bit about your Shanghai location, and then we can get to the winner?
Thanks, Paul, and good afternoon all. I'm Sharon Chan, head of JLabs at Shanghai. Johnson & Johnson is a proud sponsor of the MedTech Innovator Asia Pacific competition. And on behalf of all of us, we just want to first, thank MedTech Innovator, the judges, and the finalists for their commitment to strive towards what everyone's talking about, developing what could be the next breakthrough healthcare solutions of tomorrow. So it's a huge honor to be here today to present the Johnson & Johnson Innovation JLabs Award to a company with an invention that has the potential to make a transformational difference to the lives of people everywhere. JLabs is a global network of 13 incubators created with the aim to remove obstacles, as you've mentioned, Paul, to help innovators unleash the potential of their early stage ideas by providing infrastructure, capital, and the expertise through mentorship that they need to succeed. So this award includes 1 year's residency at JLabs at Shanghai, the largest JLabs globally and the first in Asia Pacific, where the awardee will join a network of like-minded entrepreneurs and individuals, all working on novel potential solutions across pharma, medical devices, and consumer health. So without further ado, it's back to you, Paul.
Hey, well, actually, I'm going to bring it back to you, Sharon, and let you tell us who has won the JLabs residency.
Thanks, Paul. So I'm thrilled to announce that the MedTech Innovator JLabs Award goes to Nayam Innovations.
Nayam.
Congratulations. We can't wait to welcome you to JLabs at Shanghai.
Great. I am really thrilled about this. Having the validation and the network of JLabs is, I can't even imagine how thrilled me and my team members and my co-founders are going to be. And I think JLabs is one of the most sophisticated and dedicated places for developing some in vision care, including intraocular lenses. And we are really thrilled to work with you and gain the insights and knowledge from going from where we are to creating a success story in the APAC market. So thank you very much, Sharon. Thank you very much, Biten, Paul, and Frederick for giving us this opportunity to be a part of the JLabs and MedTech Innovator. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to you. Great job, Tanaj. And again, I just want to emphasize how important this award is. Because so many of our companies are now called JLabs a home and may spend several years there as they develop their company. They always come back and report how incredible those locations are. I know the Shanghai facility is just unparalleled. So Sharon, thank you for that support. Thank you for giving our companies a home. So we really appreciate it. Okay, so now we're going to get to our last 2 awards. These next 2 awards are based on the votes from the attendees of the APAC Med annual meeting, which is why we do this. We do this here because this is where the industry is. APAC is the place we've based our program here in Asia Pacific, and APAC Med has been our partner since the very beginning, having the opportunity to have the attendees, the people who really are the leaders of this industry, decide who the winners are in our annual competition is really incredible. So we have 2 awards that are based on the vote of a combination of the attendees of the APAC Med conference and the judges and reviewers and companies that have been part of this year's MedTech Innovator Asia Pacific program. So to announce our Best Video Award, I'm going to bring on Frederick Nyberg, who will tell us who the winner is in a moment. But also, I just want to point out all of the companies in this program make these 1-minute videos. And these 1-minute videos aren't just a pitch video where the person turns on their camera and records himself on Zoom. These are like commercials. These are the kinds of things that you would see a large cap company produce. And the quality is just incredible, especially given the very scarce resources that go into producing these things. You would think they were produced by professional companies. So it's a big deal. Every year we've been doing this since we started 9 years ago. And I'm always thrilled to see the quality. So Frederick, you want to tell us a little more and tell us who the winner is?
Thanks, Paul. I'll do that. So for those of you who have not yet seen the 1-minute videos from our 2021 cohort, you may actually, the easiest is probably just go to the MedTech Innovator YouTube channel, and you can look at them on demand at any time. And as Paul says, they're really top notch. And this was a tough competition. We used a fairly sophisticated algorithm to calculate number of views and number of likes and number of votes. And I'm very pleased to announce that the 2021 MedTech Innovator Best Video Competition winner is Aduvo Diagnostics.
Hi, thank you so
Gitanjali,
much.
good to see you. Congratulations.
Thanks for pushing us to make this video. It was made by my friend, and I'm truly, I would say it's surprising that we were able to get these many votes. So thanks to MedTech Innovator for the push.
Thank you.
Thank
Great job. Terrific. All right. So thank you, Frederick, for that. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. So last year, the winner of MedTech Innovator Asia Pacific was a company called cCeLL. And we are lucky to have Sebastian Bhakti, the CEO, back here with us to tell us a little bit about what the year's been like since you won MedTech Innovator Asia Pacific last year. So first, you want to give us a very brief update and tell us about cCeLL for anyone who doesn't know what cCeLL does.
Thank you, Paul. Thanks for having me today. I'm very happy to be back, and it's a great ecosystem. It's great to know you guys. What cCeLL is doing, we're doing early pain-free cancer detection, and we do this by detecting atypical cells in the blood. So this is a liquid biopsy system. And why this is important is quite simple, because the only frontline screening test that works, the Pap test, detects atypical cells from the cervix of women. But we know that cancers shed atypical cells into the blood, all cancers, very early in their development, even when they're only 1 millimeter in size. Now we have developed a system to detect these atypical cells from blood, from a simple 10 milliliter blood sample. And that means in numbers that we can now detect 1 atypical cells between 5 billion red blood cells. And we've proven this by now with over 2,000 patient samples with very good data for prostate cancer. The clinical studies are running in Singapore and Thailand. We're starting them in Germany. And very recently with lung cancer. And what we've been doing since last year is we've actually done 30,000 AI annotations to automate our cyto screening. That's just amazing what AI can contribute to the system. We've added 2 patents which cover the world's fastest fluorescence scanner, because there was another big weakness in routine laboratories. And we've added to our publications now a total of 11 publications. And the last one was very nice. It was a presentation, oral presentation at the European Congress of Cytology. And we, as a private company, as a startup, were awarded the top 5 abstract and presentation prize. So that made me very, very happy and very proud. And what we're doing going forward now, we're expanding to collaborations. We already have 4 collaborations with 4 leading universities in Germany, working with NUH in Singapore, SGH, and also Duke NUS. We're expanding this and we're accelerating. and we're headed for an expanding round. So that's what's up for cCeLL.
Boy, you've done a lot. This is all in the last year. So this is what we expect from our winners here at MedTech Innovator Asia Pacific. So Sebastian, it's great to have you here. You get the big word. You get to announce who our winners for this year. And again, this is after a year-long process, 530 plus applications, mentoring over the last 4 months, and a really, really, really difficult process. We had 4 great companies that presented in our finals, and I just want to remind everybody again who these 4 finalists were. We had Biorhythm, we had Opharmic Technologies, Miraqules, and VPIX Medical. And so who is the winner of MedTech Innovator Asia Pacific 2021, Sebastian?
Well, the winner of the grand prize is Opharmic Technology.
Opharmic Technology.
Wow. Oh gosh, I don't know where to begin. Thank you so much. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Sebastian. And I mean, it's a true honor that to be recognized by such a representative organization. You know, especially seeing so much amazing innovations throughout the cohort. And I'm not sure how much time I have, but just want to make a huge thank you to all our corporate mentors at J&J, Cambridge Consultant, and also Align Technology. And I know a lot of you have been speaking to Langston, but I think this is also a perfect opportunity for me to reassure you that what your valuable insights and guidance not only reached him as a company leader, but also really made a huge impact to us as a company as a whole. So thank you so much again. Thank you, Paul, Frederick, and the whole MTI team for organizing the event. Langston's also here with us today. Thank you so much.
Well, I know our time is running short, so again, I mean, thank you very much. It's a very rewarding journey, and especially to all the mentors that I've been working closely with in the last couple of months. And I mean, the first call that I had with Frederick on the goal setting felt like was like ages ago, and I just checked on the email, it was like in early June. And I'm proud to say we stick to the goals, we achieved it, and actually the program lifted us up. So we hope that we can run this momentum and bring the tech to the next level and hopefully benefit all patients, not just in the APAC region, but to other jurisdictions as well. So thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to you both. Let's go back to our gallery view here for everybody. Thank you guys all, everyone who's been part of MedTech Innovator Asia Pacific 2021. It's been an incredible year. We're just about to get started MedTech Innovator Asia Pacific 2022, if you can believe it. We're already opening our application shortly. So I hope if you haven't been part of the program this year, you see how great it is and how exciting it is, and you should be part of it for next year. So reach out to us at medtechinnovator.org to either Frederick or myself. And again, thank you to this amazing ecosystem. We love your support. We're so lucky to have you. And we can't wait to be back in 2022 and hopefully, certainly in person. So looking forward to that, everybody. Thank you. Congratulations again to all of our companies. You guys are all winners and fantastic. All of the people who are part of the MedTech Innovator Finals have all won a prize as well. So just making it to the finals, they're all winners. So everyone stick around. We're going to do a little photo ceremony as soon as we're stopped on the conference live stream. But again, congratulations and thank you to everyone.
Well, congrats once again to all the winners and all the participants. I think it's wonderful that we started this plenary on the topic of innovation, and now we wrap up the plenary on the topic of innovation. So that's a great spirit